That's entertainment and education and something good for your kids to do. I want to welcome my friends. I'll just say this now. I am so excited to see them because I've not seen them in a while. Maxwell is here along with Deanna Maxwell. You guys, I miss you.
We miss you.
Yeah, miss. I'm always partying with the Crashers. Max is the drummer. Deanna, his wonderful wife and talented too, and one of the best teachers. I always say my daughter is the best teacher in the world, and then Deanna right up there as well. You love kids.
Oh yes.
Yeah, you love children.
Dedicated my life to them.
Yeah. So let's talk about Little Drummer Education. What made you guys do this?
What?
Well, honey?
Well, here, we've been talking about this for a few years.
Yeah.
And then over about the last 12 weeks, we started putting together this program. We thought that every kid wants to play the drums.
Like, my daughter played the drums.
See, every kid, every kid had the opportunity, they want to play it. Whether they want to play guitar or something else, they want to play the drums.
Yeah.
And so we thought, well, I want to teach a program to young kids, 3 to 5-year-olds, preschoolers.
So you're talking about little. Can they do that?
Oh,
Can a 3 to 5-year-old play the drums?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yep. And so when she started looking at how I was breaking down that lesson program, she was like, well, they're going to learn these skills and these skills and these skills, and these are all the things that I see when kids come in
that they're lacking.
Yeah, they're lacking. And so we just melded those two pieces together.
So you took your music mind, and she took her education mind, and you came up with things like, for my daughter, she didn't start that young, but I think it helped her in that she's a math whiz now, just from
the numbers,
those numbers and the counting and the patterns. I mean, honestly, she is a whiz. So if somebody wants to do this, number one, let me just say to the parents, it's not as bad as you think hearing a drum. I was extremely proud when I would hear my daughter play, and I'd be at the door like, oh my gosh, listen to her play. What do you say to the parents about why do this?
Well, first of all, to address that, the great thing about this is they don't need a drum. All they need is drumsticks, which come with the program. So these get mailed to their house.
Okay, and those are free?
These are free with the program.
And you created those for little hands.
Yes, yeah, they're similar to the ones that I use. It's a little bit larger stick, so in the child's hand, it fits much better than what, like this is what you would normally buy for a kid.
And that's so thin.
It's pointed at the end. I made it round on the tip so that would be easier for them to handle, and it wouldn't be as much of a weapon, if that makes sense.
Oh, they'll find a way.
They'll figure it out.
They will figure it out. So if they don't need drums, talk about the program. Number one, how do they become part of it, and what are they going to learn?
Okay, so the program we broke down, it's into 10 lessons, and it's really designed to form connections.
Look at the little one beating.
Aren't they adorable? Connections between kids and their adult. So we call them an adult in the program when we talk to the kids about it. So what we want them to do is go through the parent video first. So there's a parent video where I'm doing most of the talking. He's in it because, I mean, he's so cute. Look at that hair. But we talk with the parent about this is what he's going to teach your child during this lesson, but this is what they're really actually learning. And that could be fine motor skills. It could be eye tracking, which they're going to need to read in school.
Right.
And so we talk to the parent first. They go through that, then they sit with their child and go through the lesson. After that, there's some enrichment activities they can do with them at home as well.
All right, and then from this, if they want to go full-blown like you, Mr. Maxwell, then they can.
Yeah, they can go to a music store, get private lessons with an instructor, but at that 3 to 5-year age, they're just not ready for that. You know what I mean? They can't sit for 30 minutes with somebody in a room. These lessons are short. They're 5 to 10 minutes long, and at the end of it, the kid gets to play a concert for their family and friends at the end, and we put that all together for them.
Yeah, okay. Lesson 10 is a concert that they do.
So how do they become part of this?
They can go to our website,
movinwiththemaxwells.com, Movin without the G.
You know, Movin
Yes,
with the Maxwells.
Movin, right there.
with the
Movin with the Maxwells.
Yeah.
This is what you're going to see.
Yes.
And would this be a great Christmas gift?
Oh, this would be fantastic,
Yeah.
especially for grandparents, aunts, uncles, when they're looking for what do you get that 4-year-old when they have all the toys in the world. And this is something they can do with them. So we know we have some friends who maybe their grandmother watches the child every Thursday, and this is something they can do with them at the house. You don't have to be a musician to be able to do this. That we tell them exactly what to do and to look for, and then he's actually the one teaching the lesson.
Yeah.
So he's super fun to watch.
Yep.
So they get to watch that with them. So it's really great for anybody. But this is a fantastic program, especially for those people that don't know what to get somebody for Christmas.
Yeah, and for you, I know you love music. You love children.
Yeah, and I love that experience. Like, for a child to have an experience like that, they may never do anything with it after those 3 years, that 3 to 5 years. But if they don't do that, maybe when they turn 30, they go, I want to get back and play the drums
Yeah,
again. I had that experience in my life.
But even while they're learning more than just how to.
So much. And,
So much more.
And going back to your first question, when we talked about how to develop this, I was a special education teacher for years and years and years before I moved to administration. And we saw so many students come to school in kindergarten that were just lacking
Not
those
ready.
basic skills.
Yeah.
Those basic skills. And so when he started talking about wanting to teach drum lessons to little kids, we kind of used that as an opportunity to, what are the skills they're going to need when they, how do they learn to read? They need to track across print, that sort of thing. So we used the skills of playing the drums to actually teach those skills that they're going to need to be successful when they get to school.
Yeah, just go to movinwiththemaxwells.com. Movin, M-O-V-I-N, with the Maxwells.com. You won't be sorry for that. I'm just happy to see you guys.
Thank you so much.
Good to see you. All right.